Hi, this is Kevin with KGM JAM, owner of Pro Advertisers Club, a totally free way to advertise. Go to proadvertisersclub.com, join for free today, and start advertising for free. Parallel. This is a game that After Sound made a video about today that evidently he's been playing for a while. He usually is big on, it still is, on Splinterlands, but he made a video about this today, so I decided to check it out. I did not see a code, and he didn't have one in his video. Otherwise, I would have put it in there for him, so he got credit. But I'm going to check it out. You're going to be checking out just as I am, because I signed up in it and had to go, and I just got back. So I'm going to, all I had done was open up the account, and they sent me a free pack of cards. I think I imagine it's a card game from the sounds of it, but let's get over there to it, and we'll start checking it out together. Okay, here it is. Welcome to Parallel. And what is this right here? I haven't gone further than this page. I literally signed up, had to go close the lid to the computer, open it back up. So you're going to be watching me figure this out. Okay, now it's in beta. It's in early access mode still. It has been for some time. I don't know what this is right here. That's the Planet Fall Play Parallel Universe Collections Lab Shop blog, FAQ, and build a deck. Let's close that up. Let's go look at the trailer. Let me turn the music down so that in case they got their own music. I just paused it. All right, let's see what they got going on. It's a 2-minute trailer. It's free to join. So I'm assuming you can hear the sound. If not, I'm sorry, but
identify. Pirates. Get me an open channel. Show me their trajectory and cross-reference with our route. I know that ship. Prepare the fleet. Put them on.
This is Freighter's territory, my dear Catherine. You should know better than to pass through Echelon space.
Mars bows to no one, including Echelon.
Oh yes, the good old Marcolian way. Hiding behind your shameless sense of superiority.
This is your last chance, Marlowe. Divert course or we will make you.
Did you hear that, crew? Looks like it's payday. Don't start something you can't
Armor Division!
At your command.
I want all weapon systems ready for transport.
Understood. Confirming all weapon systems ready to deploy.
Pull up tactical array.
not not a bad trailer, but I can't tell you how many games I have seen good trailers on and then didn't end up liking it. I don't know yet. That's why I don't have I promote sites and I don't have a join link yet because I don't know if I'm going to play this game. I'm going to find out in this video right now, or at least get a good idea. Okay, see the gameplay. Let's see what that does. All right. Be one of the first to play Parallel. Free-to-play digital trading card game. Join the fight. Okay. I guess you're playing against other players. Okay, here's what the card game looks like then. You got a mulligan phase. Okay. Turn-based. I don't quite got the whole screen. I guess there's 4 players playing. Oh no, just 2. One on top, one on bottom. So these must be their avatars. That's your deck of cards. Okay, that's it for that. Okay, battle for your parallel faction. Futuristic, fast-paced, and fun. Build a unique deck. Compete worldwide. Okay, so it's and then claim victory. Okay, now you can win Prime. That is their token. It's actually called something Prime. I can't remember exactly what it's called. And it's going for about $10 each one right now, which is an all-time high. And I looked at it at the tokenomics. It's only got 111 million total, which is kind of small for most times. They're $1 billion, 2 billion, and like Shiba Inu, it's a trillion. But 111 million is not a whole lot. I'm gonna have to do some research on this game. I'm gonna see how many people they got playing it. He was like all in, he said, not financially, but time. So that's the problem with trying on any new game, is that you're going to have to give up time that you'd spend on something else for that game. And that will be a big factor in me. Is the first one I look for is, can I use fiat? If I can't, if I can only use a wallet, then I'm done. That's just me. 2, how much time is it going to demand? If it's a time consuming, have to be here 24/7. One of the beautiful things about Splinterlands is that it used to be, I mean, you always had a choice to bot or not to bot, but they now have it so that bots are no longer allowed in modern, but they're allowed in wild. And I love a bot because it frees me up. I don't miss the game playing if I can't get to it. And it gives me the option of doing both, because even though you have a bot using it or playing it for you, you can jump in at any time and take over, and the bot will pick up where you left off, type thing. And then you can, of course, I use Splintermate, and you can go in there and turn that off or pause it. So if you want to build up your bet, so you got the weekend off and you can play all weekend, you can turn that off, play the weekend, turn it back on while you're at work. Because, you get home from work at 10 o'clock at night and you got to spend an hour or two playing the game to get all your actions in and get your chest. So that's important to me. And Gathering the Magic, he was talking about that in one of his videos today, that his season rewards weren't as high as he'd like them to be because he didn't have enough time to play the game. That's where a bot would come in perfect. But, you can't do it if you're in modern, but you could do it in wild. And, but having the options there is nice. And he absolutely hates bots. He made it very clear. That's fine. That's having the option. But so this game, if it's anything like that, if I got to spend, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day on it, I won't be able to do it. And that's something all designers probably need to, as small as the market is, there's just so many games coming out all the time. It's like the streaming services. They are now producing more TV shows than you can ever watch in a lifetime. So you have to pick and choose. So 90% of all these shows that they make won't get watched. They won't get picked back up. They'll get thrown in the heap of garbage and nobody will ever remember them. That's just the way it is. There's so much time in the day and there's so much people. I know we have 10, 12 billion people on the planet, or 8 billion, but most of them don't even play, Web3 games yet. They will, but not yet. So the pickings are very slim. Anyway, I got on a rant there. So let's go back here. Humanity depleting the earth of its resources, hastily began experimenting with fission and antimatter. Catastrophe was unleashed, leading to a mass exodus from their home. 5 parallel civilizations rose from the remnants of humanity. After 10,000 years, Earth had healed, and a new energy source beckoned the parallels back as they had vied for control of their ancestral home. So I guess that's the background on it. Guardians of life protect the earth with unrivaled defensive capabilities, enforce peace, or use the strength gifted by the cosmic priming to dictate the flow of battle. And there's a story. This is stuff I'll dive into later on. But what I wanted to do was get a taste of it and then record it. And I'm not going to promote it yet because I don't know. I don't promote stuff unless I myself is into it. Of course, you can leave any questions or any answers. If you're playing it, let me know what you think. I'll find out here over the next couple of days. I'm still trying to catch up with Splinterforge because they started the new hero system, and I got to figure that out now and readjust my strategy. I'm the type of person that if they change something, I literally will stop playing until I figure it out, or at least think I figured it out. I'm that way because I have to understand what I'm doing here to put it in and play it right. And so I'm 3 days behind on Splinterforge right now. I'll get it by the end of the weekend. And I'll probably know by the end of the weekend whether I'm going to do this. I mean, so far, it looks pretty cool. Brought to you by the artists and developers from Blizzard, Xbox Games, Wizard of the Coast, Epic Games. Wow, that's a good team. That's a good lineup. That right there I look for. I mean, it doesn't guarantee nothing, but it's kind of makes me think differently about it, I'll probably go on YouTube and watch some videos. This is what I meant about an earlier video I made where you need to do your own research, okay? You got to make up your own mind because if you don't, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble in these games. Okay, sign up to play. I've already done that. Create an account. I've already done that. And there's the bottom. Nothing on the bottom. That's kind of weird. There's usually some disclaimers or something on the bottom. Okay, I've already got an account, so let me go see if I got to log in because they sent me a free pack. What's this? Yeah, here I am. Okay, I haven't connected a wallet. If I have to play, Yeah, see, I might not even get past this. If I have to do a wallet, I will not do it. Well, that's not true. It depends on what kind of wallet it is and how like if I got to use crypto, I won't do it. But okay, where's my cart's empty. Collections. I think it was an apparition payload is what they sent me. Okay, but it said they sent me one. So how come I have no free apparition packs to claim? Okay, hold on a second. Let me go check the email and see what it says. Okay, I'm glad I paused it. That took me like 15 minutes. I had to claim it through the email, and I hadn't done that. So I have that done now. So let's claim the pack. Successfully redeem apparition pack. So these are my first, I guess, cards is what I'm getting. But I love the fact that you can earn Prime in the game. So that's a plus for me. When you can earn in the games, that makes it much more attractive to me. Okay, acquire. And I have no idea what these cards do or what I'm getting. Although I've learned over time that anything gold is good. Master Poisoner. Dark Allure. Fire Support Base. Cunning Scipion. Paradigm Shift. View and Deck Builder. Okay, let's go to the Deck Builder. So you get this for just joining. I haven't spent no money. I haven't signed up any wallets or card or credit cards or anything. Okay. So how come I got 6 here. Huh. It's overwhelming at first. Splinterlands was the same way when you don't know what the cards do. I was a little like that with Rebellion. I'm very familiar with how they work, though, so it was easier. But for the first few days, you're kind of like, what does that guy do, and how do I use them and stuff like that. All right. Well, this has got definitely a lot to get into. But I'm still not yay or nay yet. Let's go how to play and see if that's going to show us anything. Quick start guide. Nice. I love the layout. The layout's nice and simple, very clean. Welcome to Parallel, set in the far-flung future or solar system. Game cheat sheet. Okay, click there to download. I'll do that later. Okay, here's the backstory. I'm not going to read all that. Download the cheat sheet PDF. Okay, summary of gameplay, the world. That's what we just read. Summary of gameplay. Let's click on that. Okay, you earn cards, build decks. That's pretty normal. A variety of game modes. So 1-versus-1 battle between 2 opponents. Okay, like Splinterlands, Yu-Gi-Oh, all them games. Turn-based. You trigger powerful effects, boast of their army of units. apply passive influence with relics, and equip their units with powerful upgrades. Each player represents a parallel. Okay, you got to reduce their health to 30. Okay, that's normal. Constructing a deck. You need 40 cards. You can have 3 of the same card, up to 3. Outside of the 40 cards, a paragon must be assigned to the deck. Okay, playing cards, energy cost, banking cards, banking energy, the goal. The objective parallels is simple. Reduce the enemy's health to 0 before they can do it to you. Okay, nothing mind-blowing there. Powerful paragons, playing cards, and the goal. Okay, we went through that. Glossary, players and players' actions, game field areas, card types and card. There's a lot to read here. I'll get into that later. Okay, well, I opened the pack, so I showed you that. We saw in the video what the deck looks like. Okay, what's about play game? Okay, game manual. Very nice setup. I mean, very simple, very basic. Okay, we don't want to do that. Collections. Do I have an avatar? You can buy avatars. No avatars found. Now, why aren't my other cards in here? I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to highlight them all. Missing. Oh, okay. What the heck are all these? Cool. Headwear. I guess your avatars can be equipped and dressed with stuff, it looks like. Okay. Shop. Let's go to the shop. I imagine that's where you buy your cards and collect comics, the priming. Oh, they got a comic book. Okay, cool. Okay, there's 3 issues. I love comics, so I'm going to have to get those. $85 for the first issue. Whew. $30 for the next one. See, that's an ETH. So I don't know if you can use a credit card on this. I hate gas fees. Hate them. Clint bundles and clothing. Okay, that's the store. Let's go back. They got a blog of FAQ and build a deck. I didn't see anywhere to buy cards in there. So this must be it. This must be the section where you can buy cards. New deck. I got to choose a parallel. See, I got to study all this. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on that. Anyway, that's it. I'm not yay or nay yet. I'm kind of interested. I'm going to watch After Sound said he's going to make some more videos explaining the game more. See what he evidently he's been playing this for a while. But anyway, but that's how I approach a new game. And I probably one a week will be brought to my attention. And the things you got to worry about is, even if it is a good game, is it going to be able to stick around before you start sticking your money into it? And look, I'm already into Veve, Splinterlands, DraftKings, HRO, Candy, probably about 5 or 10 more that I mess around with. Those were my big ones, the ones I named off that I got, that there's no, how much more can you stretch it out, And at what point do you start taking away from the one of those to put in another? So it's hard for these companies. It's going to be real hard for them. It's going to be hard to figure out which ones. The ones I named are the ones I believe are going to be around after the smoke clears. And if you go back into one of my older videos when Recur was just happening, I talked exactly about that and why I was not impressed with Recur. And I did buy their, after everything settled down, I did go and buy the pass for like 100 after it'd been at 1,000. And I bought a Star Trek ship for like 150 after it'd been at like 1,000. And then of course they rug pulled everybody over the space of 2 years. Never did they never did anything after that. Maybe a couple drops, and that's about it. But when you see things like Veve and now Veve and Splinterlands are I don't want to say they're the exact opposite, because Splinterlands is a card game, and Veve isn't, because Vive's probably going to have card games on their platform eventually. That's just my opinion. But the reason they're so different is Veve is established IP with a sprinkling of new IP, but they're mostly big time IP. Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, Universal. I mean, the US government, the list goes on and on. Coca-Cola, clothing lines, whatever. Where Splinterlands, it is totally new IP. I usually wouldn't touch a platform that has totally new IP unless I liked it. And Splinterlands has gotten over that hump with me. So I'm kind of losing my train of thought here. But what I'm saying is, what I see in these games is the leadership on all of them, the quality of the IP, whether it's old or new. And at some point, you're just using your own judgment. You're like, this is the one I'm going to invest my time in. And it's going to be, and it's the first thing, it's got to be fun. You're not going to sit around playing a game that you don't enjoy playing, or spending time on a platform you don't enjoy spending time on. Out of all of them, Veve has probably got the least amount to do on them at the moment, because they're really taking their time, and they've given us a lot of stuff. It's slowly but surely building. But you know how much time everybody spends on Veve checking the prices every day? Probably just as much as they do on a game like Splinterlands, where you're there for an hour playing the game. That's because that's the type of platform it is. But the point is that if you're going to come up with a checklist, and when they all have that checklist, then you're satisfied. Then you're going to invest your time and money. And if you don't have a strategy, if you just are throwing darts at the wall, like you saw example this game, and without doing any research, you just went in full force, bought up everything, you're the number one player, blah blah blah, then you find out something, whatever. I don't know anything about this game yet, other than what you just saw me find out. You know as much as I do about it right now. It's good enough that I'm going to, it's got the one negative thing right now. It's all new IP. So that does slow me down and caution. I did love the people behind it, so I'm going to check into that a little bit more, because that's a solid lineup of backers and designers. It looks like right now I can't use fiat, so that's kind of two flags on the, I don't want to say on the bad side, but just things that make me slow down and think about if I want to get involved with this. A wallet, I'll tell you right now, if it's nothing but Ethereum, especially Ethereum, and I'll be honest, I own Ethereum, but I can't stand Ethereum. I loathe it because of the gas fees. I know how popular it is and people love it, but it eats me up. When Record rug pulled us, it cost me $70 to get those two NFTs off their platform into my wallet. $35 a piece. Yes, I could have found a cheaper moment in history when Ethereum during the week is sometimes cheaper. Maybe you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever. But that makes me despise it. Yet I invest in it. But I'm just saying that gas fee shit drives me up the wall. So I don't use wallets. Anything that won't let me just use a credit card. Now, you're saying, well, who the hell are you? Who cares? But I'm trying to tell you, that's one thing that will keep it from going mainstream if they don't get that straightened out. Is guys like me will not go into something, because I'm still like, I'm not a pure crypto and NFT guy. I'm a physical, and I believe in both worlds still, and I enjoy both of them, and I'm learning a lot every day. But I'm at the point right now, because of the way wallets are and gas fees. If I even get the hint that I'm going to be paying gas fees, bye. And I think I represent a big part of the population because of that. And you guys who use wallets like it's nothing, you don't understand that. You think I'm an idiot for that. I understand that, but that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. So anyway, I've rabbled on enough. If you get a chance, go check out my Pro Advertisers Club, and please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a very good evening.